Hi learners, this is Professor D. Ramesh Babu from School of Business, SR University, Warangal, India. I welcome you to this session on basics of project management. I'd like to introduce about myself. I had worked in various industries before becoming a professor at SR University. I had worked as a production engineer in Voltas Limited for about 4.5 years. Then I worked in DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization, for about 7 years in the Chemical and Food Research Laboratory at Mysore. I served Indian Railways in a public sector company called Concor as a senior manager technical and logistics for about 8 years. And I had privilege to visit Israel and learn about advanced logistics and supply chain for fresh produce. I hold about 24 granted patents and 84 published patents. I also published 5 SCI Q1 indexed papers and about 35 Scopus indexed papers. So I'll be taking through this journey of project management fundamentals in this session. This course is specifically suitable for business management students, both at undergraduate and postgraduate level. Let us see learning project management, how it is helpful for business management students to be successful. Learning project management will help the students to develop leadership skills, enhances leadership and team management capabilities effectively. Through various templates of project management, students learn about leadership skills and develop strategic thinking. Because right from the scratch, from an idea stage to the project stage to various standardized steps, a person will learn how to develop a project charter and execute the project. Then students also learn about the financial acumen. So improves financial acumen and resource optimization skills. This course also helps to get employment opportunities. Let us see the typical career path with project management skills. One can become a project management manager, directly leading projects from initiation to closure stage. After little experience in projects, one can become program manager who oversees the multiple projects. And after some experience in various projects and programs, one can aim for becoming a portfolio manager where organization's entire collection of projects are managed. The project management skills also help to become operations manager and product manager, business analyst, or one can become entrepreneur or startup founder. So learning these project management foundations will help them to create a new venture. Let us see the definition of a project. I'd like to tell the audience that this is a lecture series on project management. This is the first lecture on project fundamentals. So please follow the remaining lectures also for a continued learning on various methods and techniques of project management. A project is a temporary endeavor. We call it temporary because when a project is conceptualized, planned, designed, executed, handed over to the client or customer, the entire team and resources will move to another project. That's why we call this as a temporary endeavor from the point of team. So endeavor to create a unique product or service or result, also called as unique non-routine effort. If something is a routine task, it's called manufacturing. A non-routine effort, limited by time and budget, defined by a performance specification and designed to make the stakeholders. These are the minimum criteria to be eligible to be called as a project. Let us see very broad examples of project. When we say project, A construction site comes to our mind. A road, highway, bridge, rail, or a building, multi-storied complex, mall. But projects need not only civil engineering. Projects of varied kind we can see here. On the right side, you can see construction, building of new structures are projects. Business process implementation, introducing new business processes also are projects. Software development, creating new apps, e-commerce platforms, new web applications, new softwares, new antivirus, all these are projects. Marketing campaign can be a project which organizes promotion and marketing activities. The product launch itself is a project which introducing new products to the market. Let us see a few more examples of projects. Section of highways, power plants, airport, or major irrigation project. For example, in India, in Telangana, there is a major irrigation project, Kaleshwar. Or construction of sky towers, construction of an airport, a seaport, any kind of construction. Another category is creating a website, an application, or software programs. Another kind of projects are making of a movie is a program, is a project, or a television serial or program. It is a project. Another kind is making a new life or health insurance package, new banking application, new application for hotel accommodation, transportation arrangement, online booking, e-commerce. Another category can be making tangible products like instruments, an engine, a tool, an aircraft, any machine or equipment for the first time. It should not be routine. Or writing a book or novel can be a project. There are three important elements in any project. This is called project triad. These are also called project constraints. Every project is limited with these three. First one is schedule, then budget and scope. What is schedule? Schedule is the time frame for a project. A start date and end date must be decided in advance to do project in a systematic way and to complete the project on time. So planning for a schedule is very important. Fixing the timeline is very important for any project. If there is no end date given, it cannot be called as a project at all. Another concept is budget. So this allocates financial resources for the project. Budget must be carefully calculated and planned for. Then scope. Scope is defining the project goals and boundaries. What all is inclusive of this project must be clearly defined. What is excluded is also must be defined clearly for the clear understanding of all the stakeholders. Stakeholders include sponsor, vendors, suppliers, raw material suppliers, service providers, contractors, subcontractors, team members, team leader, project management company, and top management, including project management. Let us see the project triad. A job that has a beginning and end, which is called schedule or timeline, and a specified outcome, which is called scope, at a particular budget, which are the costs. And all these three should happen at a clearly defined and stated level of performance, which is called quality. Let us see the interdependence of these three constraints. These three constraints are interconnected and interdependent. Scope, budget, and schedule are interconnected. For example, if we want to increase the scope of work, like a construction site, we want to make 10,000 square feet of a dam, but the user asks we should increase to 15,000 square feet or so, then definitely it will have implication on budget and timeline. Similarly, budget. Suppose if the budget is reduced than planned, project manager may need to reduce the scope or remove some features. If it is customer's requirement of reducing budget, or extend the timeline schedule so that to use a cheaper but slower resources. It can be either manpower or machinery or fully automatic or semi-automatic machinery. Schedule compression. If the project need to be completed faster, then project manager need to increase the budget. For example, hiring of more resources, more machinery, more materials, more manpower, extra manpower, overtime, round the clock working, etc. Or to reduce the scope, means deliver fewer features. It has to be agreed between the sponsor, customer, client, and the project team. Now let us see the characteristics of a project. Projects have an established objective. Without established objective, project doesn't have any meaning or value. Projects have a well-defined life. The project life cycle must be defined. When to be planned, when designing happens, when execution happens, when handover happens, project closure happens, it has to be defined. And projects require staff participation across the organization. If a company has multiple projects and there is a head office and people working in various functions, the participation of R&D, maintenance, engineering departments, design departments, execution teams, accounts people, everybody's participation is required. And projects have defined schedule and budget. Within the limits, within the time and budget need to be done. And projects definitely will have limited resources. One cannot assume unlimited resources for a particular project as a team leader. Projects have multiple stakeholders, sometimes competing stakeholders. An activity without an end date is technically not a project at all. Let us see about the timelines. Varied kind of projects. Project need not be always tangible like a construction. It can be a service project like campaign, promotion, designing, redesigning, reconstruction, branding, or developing an application, an e-commerce platform, software, etc. Let us understand the timelines for various projects. Some projects can be done in days, some can be in weeks, months, or years. Depends. Maybe making an aircraft, a new aircraft may take months. A ship building may take years. A missile, warship manufacturing may take months. So let us see how marketing and advertising projects are. For example, social media campaign, generally a short term, 2 to 4 weeks timeline, where the activities include content creation, scheduling, and engagement monitoring. All these are part of a social media campaign. Content marketing campaign, like blogs and articles, ongoing with individual pieces taking 1 to 4 weeks each. So there's a continuous process of making blogs, getting content done, posting it, follow up, etc. Website redesign can be a project which may take 2 to 3 months. This depends on the scope of the work again. These details are given only to have a comparison of how different projects will have what kind of schedule or timelines required. Website redesign, which takes 2 to 3 months. This involves designing, content migration from previous website, and search engine optimization. Our advertising campaigns like digital or print may take 4 to 12 weeks, depending on the scope of the work. It includes development of strategy, creative design, media buying, and performance tracking. Another kind of project can be brand development, rebranding. This definitely takes a lot of time. Brand development is a huge activity for it. Maybe in the order of 3 to 9 months. This involves market research, brand strategy, logo design, and brand guidelines. Let us see another kind of set of projects. For example, finance-related projects. Development of a new financial product may take 6 to 18 months. This includes market research, product design, regulatory approvals, and marketing. If you take some implementation of new accounting system, it may take 3 to 12 months time. This involves data migration, staff training, and system configuration. For example, mergers and acquisitions is a major task for companies. It may take some time, years also. This includes due diligence, negotiation, and integration, a big project. Let us see another set of projects in healthcare sector. Suppose implementation of a new electronic health record system. It may take up to 24 months plus also. This involves data migration, staff training, and system configuration. Suppose one want to develop a new medical device, a new kind of MRI machine, CT scanning machine, new tool, new equipment, new laboratory equipment, or new medical device. Depends on the size, specifications, and quantity of the work. May take as high as 60 plus months. It is a small tool. It may take few months. This includes research, designing, prototyping, clinical trials, and regulatory approvals. These are the tasks involved in a medical device. Suppose implementing a new clinical program, it may take 3 to 12 months, and this involves developing protocols is a program, clinical program, training staff, and marketing the program. Suppose a construction project like hospital renovation, it may take 4 to 12 weeks, which is a small department. This includes planning, construction, and equipment installation. Let us see the kind of set of projects related to manufacturing. Prototype development will take 2 to 12 weeks, depending on the complexity of the prototype what we are making. And the new product development, this is right from design stage to production stage. It may take 6 months to 24 months. It includes research, design, prototyping, testing, and manufacturing setup. Now let us see the definition of project management. Earlier we learned what are the projects and examples of varied kind for business management students. So project management is the application of knowledge, skills, tools, and techniques to project activities to meet the project requirements. Who uses project management? Nearly everyone in our life, routine life also, we use project management techniques. People plan their days, weeks, their vacations, and their budget to keep a simple project management form known as to-do list. We make a to-do list, which is project management in the simplest manner. Any process or means used to track tasks or efforts towards accomplishing a goal could be considered as project management. Why do people learn project management? To explore the latest concepts and techniques of project management. The concept of techniques are including network analysis for scheduling, critical path method and PERT, program evaluation review techniques. To learn the project monitoring and controlling like EVM, earned value management, to measure the project progress and control contingency. Such techniques are learned in project. To increase value or contribution to the organization. To prove yourself skills in managing projects. To learn a new thought process that helps organized thinking. So this course will help organized thinking and structured approach. Why is project management used? It is necessary to track or measure the progress we have achieved towards a goal we wish to accomplish. So it is required to learn project management principles, foundations, and techniques so that our tasks are carefully planned, executed, and controlled. Project should be controlled within the timeline, within the budget given to the scope plan. We use project management to support us in maximizing and optimizing our resources to accomplish our goals. Why is project management important? It enables us to map out a course of action or work plan, helps us to think systematically and thoroughly. Project is a unique task, innovative task, creative task. People will be interested to. It has got a specific concept. A variety of resources in developing projects. And it is time. It's interesting. What are the advantages of managing these projects? Project management. To achieve the strategic goals, monitoring and sequencing is done, which ensures projects stay on track with structured monitoring. And bottlenecks are identified and have structured approach time to time monitoring. Potential issues are identified at the early stage so that minimal loss is done. Activity-based costing. So this project management provides accurate cost tracking for better budgeting. Missing activity identification. So this making a project charter, project documents in advance will make us detect overlooked tasks to ensure project completedness. So time to time, we'll be verifying the project elements, deliverables, and milestones. It will come to our notice immediately if something is missing. This happens only with structured approach of project management. Expenditure elimination. So this project management reduces unnecessary costs for efficient resource use. Timely completion. When you have a structured approach of project management, it ensures projects finished on schedule and delivered on time. What is the road to better project management? The team leaders and project managers need to see and find a project that fits your style of project management needs. It may be as simple as creating templates, forms, and spreadsheets to track the tasks. So service projects may require different kind of templates. Tangible product projects may require different kind of templates. So create these in advance so the tracking is easy. Then form a project management committee with important stakeholders to support and guide the project during the entire project lifecycle. Listing out all the tasks and subtasks to accomplish a goal. This is done through scope statement, deliverables, and work breakdown structure. Somebody is not using BM, what will happen? So it can cause a delay of the project, cost will exceed, resources may be wasted unnecessarily, unknowingly, quality may suffer, it can be dissatisfaction to the client or customer or end user. Reputation of the companies will go off if the project is not done as per the requirements of the client or customer. Now, let me summarize the key takeaways of project management. Projects drive the progress, and project management is essential for turning ideas into reality, enabling organizations to innovate, grow, and achieve strategic objectives. Structured approach to the success. It provides a systematic framework like initiation, planning, execution, monitoring, and closure. These are the project life cycle phases. This ensures to deliver unique outcomes efficiently and effectively. And project management is not only simply doing some task, it is beyond just tasks. So project management is about leading people, managing resources, mitigating risks, and communicating effectively to keep everyone aligned. Delivering value consistently. By applying fundamental principles, we enhance the likelihood of delivering projects on time, within the budget, and to the required quality, meeting all the stakeholders' expectations. Now let us summarize the basics of project management. A project is a unique, non-routine effort done to create something new within the budget and timeline. And project management means using techniques, knowledge, and skills. Projects are managed within the triple constraints. What are the triple constraints? Time, that is schedule, budget, those are costs, and the scope, that is scope of work. Now let us learn basics about the evolving role of project manager. Today's project manager is transforming from a task overseer, simply not supervision, into a strategic business driver, aligning projects with organizational goals and ensuring value delivery. Let us explore the expanded roles and essential responsibilities of a modern project manager. The project manager's role during 5 phases of project life cycle. The first phase is initiating, second phase planning, third phase executing, fourth phase monitoring and controlling, fifth phase is closing of the project. How project manager's role evolves, let us see. In the initiation phase, manager need to define the objectives, scope, stakeholders, and secure authorization for the project. This is defined initially. Planning. Develop integrated plans for scope of the work, cost, timeline, the schedule, risks, quality, and communication. Then in execution phase, project manager will lead the teams, manage resources, and implement the defined project plan effectively. Sorry. During monitoring and controlling phase, the manager will track the progress, manage the changes, and mitigate the risks to keep the project on track. During closing phase, the manager will finalize the deliverables, evaluate the outcomes, and documents all the lessons learned for the purpose of future projects. Let us see key responsibilities in initiating and planning phase. First one is defining the clarity. Clarify project purpose, success criteria, and constraints from the outset to build a solid foundation. Stakeholder engagement. The project manager will identify and engage all relevant stakeholders effectively. This is to help and foster early buy-in and collaboration. Detailed roadmaps. Create comprehensive project plans, complete with clear milestones and defined deliverables. Risk preparedness. Proactively anticipate potential risks and develop robust contingency strategies. All this to be done during initiating and planning. Let us see things to be done during execution, monitoring, and controlling responsibilities. Empowerment. So a project manager lead and motivate cross-functional teams, which fosters a collaborative and productive environment. Transparent communication. Project managers need to set up a communication system which is transparent and it should manage seamlessly both internally within the teams and externally with the stakeholders. Performance tracking. Monitor the schedule adherence, timeline following or not, budget utilization, quality standards, and scope to ensure project alignment. Proactive problem solving is another responsibility by the managers. Address issues swiftly and proactively, preventing delays and avoiding cost overrun. Let us see strategic and leadership roles of the modern project managers. Strategic alignment. Translate high-level business goals into actionable project plans. This is one of the important roles by project managers that deliver tangible results. Project management, he or she is an innovation catalyst. They drive continuous improvement and innovation within the project processes and methodologies. Do it as creatively as possible. Optimize the things. Then team facilitation. Foster strong collaboration and expertly resolve the conflicts within the diverse project teams. So he or she becomes the pivot to check and control the project environment on any kind of conflicts and ensure value delivery. Ensure that projects consistently deliver measurable business value and thereby clear benefits to the organization. What are the essential skills required for project managers? Strong leadership, persuasive communication, and effective team motivation. Expertise in risk management and innovative problem solving. Take the risk, make the risk mitigation plans in the project chart. Exceptional time management and organization capabilities are required. And proficiency with various kind of project methodologies like agile management, waterfall management, and other project monitoring and controlling techniques. Manage the relations with the stakeholders is another important responsibility for the project manager. It is either with suppliers to get the goods and services required for the project, customers or clients to receives project deliverables and provides feedback to the clients. Project sponsor who provides the financial resources and direction for the project. And coordinate with all the regulatory agencies. Because projects need to comply with the law and regulations of the state or country. And managing, so project manager oversees all the progress and ensures alignment with the organization requirements. And project teams executes project tasks and ensure timely completion. Another important responsibility is develop and manage the project team. Collaborate between the team, train the people, select properly, train them, deploy them, monitor them, support them, and guide them. Let us see some of the best practices for project team development. Start early. Begin the team development activities much earlier than project lifecycle plan. Okay? Communicate clearly and frequently. Keep team members informed about the progress, changes, challenges. Listen actively. Good listener is a good team leader. Be fair and consistent. Treat all team members fairly and consistently. Be flexible and adaptable. Continuously evaluate and improve. Other roles are like monitor and control project progress, particularly the cost and schedule, like project management plan, project documents like quality reports, milestones list, risk reports, schedule forecasts, etc. And work performance information need to be controlled time to time by monitoring closely. Agreements and contracts with the vendors and suppliers need to be monitored. Enterprise environmental factors need to be monitored. The organization process assets must be carefully monitored, like plans, processes, policies, procedures, a knowledge base is specific to and used by the performing organization. During monitoring and controlling, first thing is establish the baseline, track the progress, identify the variance between the planned and actual execution, analyze the variance, develop corrective action, implement the strategies or plans immediately. Another important responsibility is deal with uncertainty and changes. Uncertainty and changes. Clarify your goals and objectives. Take the time to define what is really important to you and what is optional. Create a map. Go towards uncertainty. Focus on what you can control in the short term. Be open to surprises. Face the risks. Accept the risks. Be curious. So, manager need to make risk mitigation plans, identifying and mitigating potential issues. And again, team must be built in such a manner that they're resilient. If they fall down also, they should bounce back. And ensure that the stakeholders are informed and aligned with proper communication plans. Now let me summarize this session on project management and role of project manager. Becoming an effective project manager. So the role of project manager is continuously evolving, demanding a strategic vision and adaptability. Mastery of all project lifecycle phases is crucial for ensuring project success. Strong leadership and clear communication are fundamental for driving exceptional team performance. Commitment to continuous learning and proactive stakeholder engagement are essential for long-term effectiveness. The roles and responsibilities outlined above are essential for effective project management and contribute significantly to achieving project goals. With this, I will be winding this session. This is a lecture series on project management. I request the audience and learners to watch the further YouTube videos on project management. Thank you very much.